Mac Miller meant a lot to me. Mac Miller, in my eyes, is the greatest white rapper to ever live. Easy. I'll say that with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eminem. I love Eminem. He's amazing. But to me, Mac Miller's the greatest white rapper to ever live. Because he was more than that. He was a fucking artist. I didn't get into Mac Miller like, I heard his shit. Like, everybody relates to the Kids shit. Like, Kids in Blue Slide Park. That's what they name. And I love all that shit. It's hard. But that's when he was like poppy, he was mainstream, you know. When he got weird, he like ducked off, started fucking with psychedelics and sipping lean and doing all this other shit. Like his mind got next level, he started getting mad tatted, and then he came out with like Faces and like watching movies with the sound off and all that shit. And that's when I was like, yo, this nigga's on some next shit. Really advanced artist, he was making beats, playing guitar, rapping, getting melodic, you know, he was doing mad shit. He really, I fuck with him because to me, he let me see like, damn, I can do all this different shit. You know, you don't gotta be in a box. There's no box. The only box is what is in your head, you know? It was like a 1 year or 2 year era where like lyrical, like, but not boom bap, but like lyrical on some wavy shit. Like rap came back for a second. It was like Schoolboy Q, Mac Miller, Earl, Dash, Wretch, Action Bronson, Vince Staples, like a few other niggas. I feel like they was all making like some next shit, like lyrical, but it was hitting, you know? And shouts out to fucking Montreality, man. This shit was hella sick. I fuck with it. I don't really let many people in my house, but they pulled up. All right, the realest shit I ever wrote, I ain't even write it, it just came off the top, but it was, $500,000 ago, my granny died, swear to God I cried. I stopped getting high, then I ran my bands way up, then I got back on the drugs. I know why these niggas hate us. On 2 foreigns, only 21, used to take the bus, that's no rap, I'm just spitting facts. Gang. I feel like the underground finds you. I don't know, the underground, there's barely even an underground these days. What is the underground? Like, at what point are you not an underground artist? Like, do you reach like 999,000 followers, you're underground, and then you hit 1 million, and that day you're not underground? Like, it was more clear a few years ago, like, all right, these are niggas who were like, fuck the industry, they're underground. To me, I feel like you're underground, you're just smaller. Like, because there's niggas who could have been underground artists. So if you look at X, he was like, he wasn't making pop songs, he wasn't making all that shit, he was making what the fuck he wanted to. And a few years ago, he would have been an underground artist, but he was bigger than every other artist in his age group, you know? So was he underground or was he mainstream? You know, so I feel like there is no underground slick.
Like, how is it? What is the Tokyo culture that's dope to you?
Tokyo's fucking fire. So for me, I was really inspired coming up with my brand. I was really inspired by like Babe. So I used to watch Nigo interviews on repeat, like old Pharrell shit and Nigo interviews on repeat. Like, so that's like Japanese culture right there. Like, I'm inspired by the streetwear scene, like everything, you know, so. And then I used to fuck with anime. I still do. I used to fuck with anime crazy hard, like manga, all that shit. So going over there was sick. It was fire. It was so sick. I went there in March last year. Like cherry blossoms was blooming, all that shit. It was fire. Anime that I fuck with, I'll give y'all like 4, 5. Dead Man Wonderland, boom. Death Note is fire. Naruto, obviously. Death Note, Naruto is mainstream. Code Geass is probably my favorite anime. If you haven't seen it, check that shit out. Code Geass is mental. Soul Eater is really sick. Tokyo Ghoul is fire. Kinda. So Tokyo Ghoul, the nigga's a pussy through like the whole first season, and he finally gets some nuts like the last episode, and the nigga's sick. Bleach is fire too. There's some mad shit. Attack on Titan. There's hella shit. I'm gonna name them though. That's probably my like top. A lot of people think they'll hear my heavy shit and they love to name other rappers. You know, people love to compare like, oh, well, you sound like him, him, him. There's only like 5 other rappers making like screaming shit, so y'all know who they name. Like, and I fuck with every single one of them artists, but like I barely listen to their music. Like I am inspired by Bad Brains fully. Like I got into their shit from skating, cause their music's mad in skate culture. So like all my screaming shit's inspired by them, for real. This song right here, Seer by Witch. I don't know if y'all can see this. That song is fucking crazy. It's mad heavy. Look, I'll play some of it. That shit is sick. Seer by Witch, so Witch is a sick one. Obviously, Bad Brains, you can go through their whole collection. I love all that shit. Band in DC, just play that shit top to bottom. Pay to Come is their older shit. It's kind of more eclectic. I've been listening to Falling in Reverse recently. That's not like heavy, but it's rock, but that's definitely not like heavy. But this song is my favorite song right now. Bad boy, and it's plain to see. So why do good girls fall in love with me? That shit is sick. Screamers who influence me. Love is a feeling. I don't know how to define love. That's fucking crazy. That's deep. Y'all ask me these deep ass questions. Niggas like, yo, what do you think about society? What does love mean, dude? Love, I don't know. It's a feeling to me. Like, you feel it internally. It's something you don't want to let go. It's a passion for something. You know what I'm saying? It's a driving passion. Be that for a person or for an activity. Like, you love it. You don't want to let it go. You'd rather do that than anything else. You know what I'm saying? That's love to me. Ultimate fetish. Like sex? Oh, man. But ultimate sex fetish. I don't know. Done a lot. We pretty lit over here. Ultimate sex fetish, a nice hug. A nice hug. That's what I'm saying, my ultimate fetish. I'm not going on air with no crazy shit. Nah, I don't like feet. I mean, I've sucked toes before. Like, my girlfriend's toes. I ain't sucked no, I've only sucked one pair of toes in my life, but like regular toes. But like, it's not a fetish for me. Like, toes is whatever. It's like short fingers. I don't get turned on by no feet. I don't know how people are like, yo, them toes is sexy. Like, I don't get it, but them shits be in socks all day. Be smelly. They look like little short fingers. Like, nah, I've never done psychedelics in my life. I don't fuck with that shit. That shit for white boy, nah, I'm playing. Nah, I did. I got shrooms on the table right there. Yeah, I fuck with psychedelics. I used to a lot more than I do now. I don't really be as high now as I used to be. Psychedelics are sick, mind expanding. Take a break from reality real quick. I'm not huge on acid. Acid's real intense, and then there's you can get research chemicals. There's so much acid is fake. Like, if you take an acid, kids, test that shit. There's 2CI, 2CB, you know what I'm saying? That shit can fuck your brain up. But I like shrooms, you know what I'm saying? They're non-toxic, they're good for you. Cool, like 6, 7, 8 hour trip. Like, before I went to Europe, I had like trip shrooms to get my energy right. Before that little mini tour, I had like 8, good bit, like 4 or 5 grams of shrooms. Probably like good, like 4 or 5, yeah, 4.5 grams of shrooms. Like, just reset my energy and shit before I went and played a bunch of shows in Europe. Fuck with psychedelics. Use everything with caution though, you know what I'm saying? Don't be out here wilding. But yeah, I fuck with them shit. My message to the youth is be who you want, do what you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not seriously injuring yourself. Be you, you know, do you. You gotta get money, so obviously find a way to get money and work hard. Hard work is very important, but outside of that, like, don't let anybody put you in a box, for real. Like, do what you wanna do and just put on blinders and just ignore all the shit anybody's saying, for real. If you're dealing with mental health issues, you gotta stay focused. How I dealt with it or deal with it is staying very focused on the project or a goal and pursuing that. That's a way to keep your mind off the negativity and focused on growth and positivity. And if you ever feel too heavy, you gotta know there's other people out there who feel just like you, and there's people out there who care about you. So, you know what I'm saying? Taking your life is never the answer. You know what I'm saying? It's never a happy day when somebody ends their life prematurely. You know, so just remember that and try to stay focused on positivity. And if you can't focus on positivity, just focus on work. Because I've had that where I can't focus on positive shit. But as long as you focus on staying busy, you know what I'm saying? That'll at least keep you focused on this straight path to getting out of that cloud that you stuck in, or elevating your life to where that cloud doesn't come back as much, you know? Yo, it's Lil Gnar, and you watching Montreality, bitch.
Montreality show.
But just know that all of y'all watching this right now, y'all the future. You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all the next president, doctors, rappers, beauticians, CEOs, scientists, politicians, all of that. So it's like, it's time to create. We're supposed to have flying cars. What's going on? Somebody out there that's watching this, come on, let's get to it.